So it is time in 2022 to have our families reflected. My name is Nikki. I'm a parent of 3 lovely children. I'm married to the most amazing woman ever, and I am the organizer of Logan's Law. Logan's Law was introduced in 2019 after our daughter was born, whose name is Logan. I found out that I wasn't considered her legal parent because my wife carried her biologically and I was the other intended parent. We were married at the time. I was on her birth certificate. We used an anonymous donor, but because of how Minnesota's state laws are written, our family wasn't recognized.
Current Minnesota statutes regarding artificial insemination reads, the husband is treated in law as if he were the biological father of a child thereby conceived. Because of the words husband and father, Nikki did not have custody of the child her wife gave birth to. So came the fight for Logan's Law to change language regarding artificial insemination to be gender neutral.
We introduced that bill in 2019. It passed in the House, but not in the Senate. I think that was a victory because after that year, a lot more families came forward and shared their stories. And it's not just an LGBTQ issue, it's all families who use this option for having children. And so it really opened my eyes to the fact that families are just different and they're being made differently. And Logan's Law is an opportunity to include all of that. I had people part of the community who were like, well, this isn't really necessary. You don't really have to adopt your child. But there's nothing anywhere telling me that I'm safe or that I am protected or recognized. And that is a story for a lot of people in our community of like, tell me I can go outside and be safe. Tell me I can go hold hands with my loved one and be safe. Like, tell me I can do that. And then I won't have to pass laws to protect me. But that's not happening. And so this is the precaution we have to take. We have to stand up for ourselves, organize, and say, this is what I'm going to put in place for my family to never tell you a tragic story. This may come off as extremely naive, but I always had hope that Logan's Law was going to pass. I never doubted it. I never felt disappointment when it didn't. I just knew that we had to work harder. So when we had Logan and then decided to have Micah, our second daughter, I just knew we were gonna be protected, and maybe because I knew I was just gonna keep going and that I was not going to stop until that happened. Logan's Law, if passed, I think would be one of the first bills that had specific language to our families. And a lot of bills out there have specific language to our families and they're harmful. So this would be, a light of we exist and we're protected. This idea that family just looks one way is a concept we just need to throw in the trash. And families look drastically different and come in a lot of different shapes and sizes and ways. And so be able to come forward and be comfortable in that and just be like, yeah, we're a 2-mom family with 3 babies, 2 of which are not biologically related to me, but they love me just the same. And we get up at 6 a.m. and brush our teeth together and we go to bed at 8 p.m. and we're all cuddled in the same bed reading a book. That's just what we do, and live proudly in that. And as your family changes, that you also feel supported and that you could just keep evolving.